Hello and welcome. I'm Dustin, and you're Brandon.
Yes.
Hello and welcome. Today we will be talking about the PlayStation Neo, aka the PlayStation 4K.
So this was a pretty big bomb last week. We missed it on our podcast. We're talking about this week on the podcast, so make sure you listen to that. There's a lot more details about this. PlayStation Neo is the codename, PlayStation 4K, PlayStation 4.5, Brandon. So I have some details about what this could look like, and it seems like it could be very, very interesting.
Yeah. I remember we had heard about rumors about this happening. What was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And then, all of a sudden we're getting details, and we're thinking, how is this going to work? And now we have some answers.
Yeah, so we're going to see a faster CPU and about a twice as fast GPU. So the video processor is going to be about twice as fast. What's interesting is Sony has taken a lot of extra steps to make sure that they are not segregating their communities here. They're not trying to create a divide in the PS4 fan base. So the PlayStation Neo is not allowed to have any exclusive games. So every game is going to work on PS4 and PlayStation Neo. So that's good, right?
Thank you, Sony. Thank you for not taking a page from Nintendo's book.
Exactly, with that new 3DS. So that's nice. They're not keeping us separate. Also, all the online has to be the same. So there's not going to be Neo exclusive online. No Neo exclusive features.
No Neo exclusive anything. Well,
there is one exclusive thing.
Better graphics.
Better graphics. So I'm pretty sure every game is a standard 1080p. I believe that's correct. Don't quote me on that one.
I would hope so. It would be standard.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other thing is the frame rate needs to be as good as the PS4 version or better. So there's no way that you're going to get a Neo version that has worse frame rate. Which
I would hope not.
So yeah, it's very, very interesting. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing here.
So something I think I remember hearing was they're talking about the 4K, and it says it has an up to possible 4K. So obviously not everything is going to be 4K.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is that it'll be able to upscale games to 4K. It's not going to play native 4K. There's no way. And maybe certain games could play in 4K. Maybe it will be able to play Minecraft in 4K or some indie side scroller at 4K if possible. But I don't think you're going to see a Fallout 4 update that lets you play it in 4K. It's not going to happen.
GTA 5 4K.
Yeah.
Could you even imagine?
Oh, it's barely it is possible on really high end, but you're looking thousands of dollars.
So
not going to happen on your $400 PlayStation Neo or whatever it's going to be called.
That's interesting too. We could talk about that.
What?
How much do we think it's going to cost?
So right now, originally the document said between $400 and $500. It's looking more like it's going to be $400, which isn't bad.
I like that.
Yeah, it's very interesting overall. I've heard a lot of different talk about people saying look at the PlayStation 3 at the beginning of the generation and look at it at the end. There's obviously a huge difference, and we haven't even seen the full capabilities of the PS4. I understand where that logic can come from because that's the way it's always been with consoles, but I think what people are forgetting, the PS4 is a whole different beast when it comes to the way a console's made. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
So PlayStation 4 is based on, real nerd talk here.
That's okay.
Based on x86 architecture, which is basically PC architecture. PS4 is basically a PC running PS4 firmware. That's it. That's all it is. So we're not seeing a specialized chip made for the PS4. Right? Mm-hmm. So the PS3 cell processor, very difficult to develop for, but once you were able to tap into that power, you were able to make something amazing.
Uncharted.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we'll be able to see some better games out of the standard PS4, but I think they reached that limit way faster with the more familiar architecture, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. And, this sort of architecture really lends itself to a Neo type situation, doesn't it? I mean, if it's more of a PC architecture to begin with, it just lends itself to be upgraded because that's what you endlessly do with any sort of PC is you're going to be upgrading.
There are some people saying, I saw that someone tweeted that developers are not happy with the PlayStation 4, with the PlayStation 4K, that they're going to have to upgrade their games. I'm not a developer, and I'm not saying that this source isn't true, but I'm thinking more than likely it's going to be more of a, like a graphics situation on a PC. I'm not saying like, oh, just press the button, it's going to upgrade it to PlayStation Neo mode, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to require extra work, but it's not going to be like the Neo mode is a remastered version.
Completely redeveloped from the ground up. I mean, you know, I didn't even think about that. It's what happens when you put it on low settings and ultra on a computer. I mean, it's not... We haven't experienced this on consoles so far, so maybe developers aren't used to it. And, you know, there was talk about, like, what was that? The Division that was talking about lowering graphics to get better frames per second and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were starting to hear things about that. And you know, it can't be any harder than doing that.
Yeah. Let's take this all with a grain of salt. We're not developers. We don't know what really is going behind this all, but that's just what I think. We're just speculating.
Early thoughts, because we don't even know a ton about the Neo yet. You know
No,
what I mean?
we really don't. And that's the thing. I would encourage you, if you're watching this and you're very concerned about Sony and the Neo, they're going in this wrong path. We don't know enough to really say whether or not this is a good idea or a bad idea.
Yeah, we're just trying to get an idea and think about things that could happen.
Yeah, so personally, I don't love this and I don't hate this. Like, if I was more wealthy and I could just be like, hey, I'm dropping money on another console, which even though I'm not wealthy, I'm probably going to do, let's be honest. I love the idea of getting a better graphics because I'm a graphics whore. I want the best graphics I can possibly get.
That's okay.
And often that's sometimes why I've been lured to PC. So, but I love the benefits of console.
You love the accessibility, really, and just the ease, I guess. But you know what? I agree with you, too. I'm not in a bad place with it. At first, I was very upset, but the way they've handled it thus far, or at least the rumors that I've heard, have made me much happier. That the fact that I didn't feel like I had to buy one. It's a good... the way I am, I'm going to want to. But they're not making it exclusive. You know, they did it right.
You're not... The only thing you're going to be missing out on is graphical fidelity, frame rate, all visual-based stuff.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, keep my PS4 and watch a DVD, or buy the Neo and get a Blu-ray.
Yeah. Somewhat,
Same movie, sort of.
So you think you are going to get a PlayStation Neo?
You know what? It's really funny. I didn't even really honestly consider it until my girlfriend was like, hey, I could just buy yours. And I'm like,
PS4.
Okay.
There you go.
That's money towards the Neo.
Yeah, I don't really... Here's the problem is that I've already paid off my PlayStation VR. So that's $500 I'm not getting back. And that's fine because I want that VR headset. But I don't know if I can spend another $400 this year. I want to.
How much do you think you can get out of your PS4, though? Have you ever looked it up?
Well, the problem is, if there's a new PS4 coming out, the price of your PS4 is going to go way down. Okay. So, because a lot of people are going to be trying to try and get that PS4K.
And you can't unless you're going to sell it now and wait.
And we're not doing that when Dark Souls 3 is out. No fucking way.
Not at all.
So, what do you guys think about this PlayStation 4K, Neo 4.5, whatever the hell you want to call it? Are you getting one? Do you hate it? Do you love it? It's a lot to consider.
Do you play Xbox?
Do you not even give a shit about this? That's mine too. Let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoy hanging out with Brandon and I, make sure you like and subscribe so you can get all of our great videos. And check out our podcast, Adventure Mode. Am I missing anything?
On the good old iTunes.
In the good old iTunes. So until next time, see you guys later.